you can tell Marky was going through it. You can tell his face, he was crying. His whole face was red. He was crying real hard. Real hard. And when Charzetta asked, "Are you okay?" and he looked at Charzetta and he said, "Do it look like I'm okay?" Like, I felt that. I felt this pain. So I'm like, yo, just she like, dang, I was just asking. I'm like, yo, what happened, Marky? Because it looked like whatever I missed, you was going through real bad. Whatever I missed. So he like, Mom said she not gonna tell me what happened because I already know what happened and she waiting on me to tell her. So I'm like, okay, let's do some elimination. Right? I'm always, trying to outbeat my mom because my mom thought she was just really super top tier. But it's like, oh, I know how to outbeat you. So I'm like, okay, what have you done? So he like, I've done a few things. So I really don't know. And I just don't want to be saying nothing now. Now, that's a little tricky. Hold on, that's a little tricky now. You're on your own with this one. That's a little tricky. So in my mind, I said that. I didn't say it out loud. So I'm like, okay, so which one you think she'd be mad at the most? He like, maybe she went in my room and found my bud. I'm like, how much bud you got in there? He like, I got it in a little can, but I got it in the corner where my shoes at. I'm like, did you go to your room? Like, did you check? He like, when she told me to come in, she told me to take everything off. Now I've been sitting here in the chair right here. So he was like in the middle of the living room, like as soon as you open the door. Because as soon as you open the door, you walk right into your living room. In the living room, in a chair, and no shirt, no pants, just undies. And his little body looked like he definitely got a little punches or a little swings from a belt on his body. You could tell. And so as I'm talking to him, I'm like, okay, so you want to just say that and just give it a go? He's like, but what if it ain't that? And as he's talking, all you hear is back door now opening. I'm talking about back door swing open. Back door swings open, right? So my mom like, oh, hey, Charzetta, just the person I was waiting on. So I'm like, wait, this is not my battle. Wait, like, why do I always got to get invited to the battle? So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, is everything okay? She like, no. She like, Charzetta, I'm sorry. We're not up for company right now. You probably can come back a little later. So she said, okay. My mom like, do you need a ride? My mom like, do you want to call your mom? So Charzetta like, no, I could catch the bus. So I was like, hey, I'll let you know. She like, yeah, call me. We need to talk. I'm like, yeah. She like, oh, for real, call me. My mom is standing right there. Marky is sitting in the center of the living room in a chair crying with basically nothing on but his underwear. And I already said I'm going to call you. And you keep saying, yeah, we got to talk. Call me. And my mom is sitting there looking. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I got you. So boom, my mom shuts the door. My mama say, am I somebody on the street, Roshan? I'm like, no. But in my head, I'm like, how did this flip on me? Like, what? I'm an innocent stepmother. Why? What? I ain't did nothing. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Why are you bothering me? This ain't even my battle. That's how it was coming off. So I'm like, no. So I'm nobody from off the street. I'm like, no. She said, am I y'all mother? I'm like, yes. So why do y'all feel the need not to tell me what's going on with y'all life and what's going on outside of this household? I don't care what you tell people out there in the street, but when it come to me, I need to know everything. So I'm like, and I have, look, I'm not saying you, but see, he don't get it. He doesn't get it. So I'm waiting for him to get it. So I'm going to embarrass him like he embarrassed me. Go get your brother Caleb. So I'm like, okay, I am so lost. I am so thrown through a loop because I'm like, what? So I go upstairs. I knock on Caleb's door. He like, I'm naked. What? I'm like, thanks for telling me that. I'm like, just put on the shirt and come downstairs. He like, for what? I'm like, Mom wants you. He like, tell her I'm busy. I'm like, what you busy doing? He like, I'm playing the game. I'm like, wait, you playing the game naked? He like, why are you asking me my business? I'm like, look, mom wants you put on a shirt. He like, I've been busy all day at school and I want some time to myself. I'm like, boo man, put the shirt on before mom start coming up here yelling, yeah, you don't want her to get beat. And he shut the door. So I'm standing by the door. I really don't want to go downstairs. So I'm standing by the door. So I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. So it feel like it's been a nice little decent time. My mom say, Roshan, what's taking so long? Tell Boo Man to come on. So I'm like, he opened the door. He like, yes. I'm like, boy, I'm out here waiting on you. Mom said, come on. He like, okay. So he like, I'll be back. So he shut the door. You hear him talking. He had his mic on. You hear him talking. He on the computer, whatever. Boom. He put on his shirt. And boom. He like, what she want? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it would have been quick if you would have just hurried up. He like, it's not my fault. So when we get downstairs, my mom like, get a chair, Boo Man. So he grabbed the chair. She like, get a chair, Roshan. I grabbed the chair. She like, place it right here. So we placed it like, Mark is facing this way. But we placed it facing Mark from the side. So she like, Boo Man, do I look like somebody off the street? He like, no. Do I act like somebody from off the street? He like, sometime. She like, am I somebody off the street? Do you see me every day? Do you sleep in the same household with me? He like, oh, yeah. I wanted to laugh, but I knew to hold that in. Because Boo Man, he knows, but he really don't. Like, he don't know. And so it threw me for a loop. When she said, am I your mom? He like, yes, you're my mom. Why would you ask me that? She like, calm down. I'm asking you for a reason. He like, because you are my mom. And so she like, I know that, Boo Man, but I'm asking you. He like, yes. So she say, if anything that goes wrong with you, what should you do? He like, tell mom. She like, now he gets it. He's a kid. He gets it. Marky, why you don't get it? And so he like, I do get it. So she said, okay, you get it. So now I'm going to ask you. What have you done and what you need to tell me? So he like, I really don't know. So you don't know. You don't know what you did. Something that will make me make you. So you just don't get it. So he like, can you just tell me or just whoop me already? So he like, look, just give me the whooping. Right? Just give me the whooping. Now my phone is popping in my pocket. Okay? My phone is popping in my pocket. I'm not going to pull it out. Because my mama is hot right now. She already on go. So Marky just sitting there crying. So Kayla like, can I go back and play my game? My mom said, no, you can't. I want you to learn this lesson. Because this what it looks like when you treat someone that's they from the street. I don't care what y'all tell people out there. But coming up in here and I need to know what's going on. And I can get in trouble. I can get in trouble because I am the ones that's watching after y'all until y'all grow up. I'm trying to save y'all from y'all dumb selves. And I don't even know what's going on. So I'm sitting there. So I'm like, I knew that always bothered mom. Right? She always wanted to know, like, no matter what, like, we having a bad day. Like, I never used to be like, hey, mom, I want to tell you I'm having a bad day. Because I never felt comfortable that I can come to her and say that because only thing I was getting from her was abuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get a little love here and there, but it was majority of the time straight abuse. And that was the sad part. You know what I'm saying? So we're sitting there. So Kayla like, but I really want to go play my game. My friends is waiting on me. She said, Boo Man, bye. Bye. You gonna make me snatch that computer and snatch all them games out the wall. Bye. Just go. So I'm like, hold on. I'm like, Ma, can I go to my room? She like, no, you can't. I'm like, why not? She like, because you know. I'm like, no what? Or why he in trouble? I'm like, I don't know. She like, yes, you do. I'm like, I really don't. She like, y'all talk about everything else. I'm like, I really don't know. She like, take a wild stab at it. I'm like, And I don't want to hear, I don't know. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to say the bud, because if I say the bud, they can kind of go like the wrong way. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, so I go with the easy flow. I'm like, because he got a girlfriend. He got a what? I'm like, a girlfriend? Y'all kill me with this girlfriend, boyfriend stuff, this dance stuff. Okay, yeah, okay. A girl? No, that's not it. Why would I be mad because he has a girl? I'm like, because he didn't tell you. You got a brain for free. You don't even use it. First off, this is not even my situation. This is, I don't even know what to say. So I'm like, Ma, I really don't know. She like, go in your room and get ready because you got martial arts, and I'm the one that got to take it because your daddy is at work. So I'm like, okay. So she like, Marky, it's just me and you. So as I go in my room, I can't hit him. I don't know what's going on. I pull my phone out just to check his Charzetta. So boom, I'm talking to Charzetta. I'm like, yeah, she like, I'm still, around the area. I say, you still around the area? I was like, girl, you supposed to bingo. She like, yeah. She like, I'm up here like by the other park. She like, you want me to come back? I'm like, no. I'm like, I got to get ready to go to martial arts, right? And so she was like, oh, yeah. She like, and I got practice, tomorrow. Because of course, the weekend was coming up. So she like, so are you going to come and watch me swim? I'm like, I don't think I can. I got to really help my mama with, with the party that's coming up, with the fight stuff that's coming up. It's 2 days straight. Like, I gotta be on it. So she like, okay, that's fine. She like, but we're gonna talk, right? I'm like, yeah. All you hear is, oh mama no, oh mama no. So I'm like, so I cracked the door open and you can hear it clear. So she like, oh my God, is everything okay? I'm like, oh, I gotta shut the door back. So I shut it back easily. I'm like, yes and no. I don't know if everything is okay. I don't know, but I don't. He getting fat. You can hear, right? So she said, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. You can hear it coming up the stairs. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she coming in my room. I'm like, oh my gosh, she probably can. So I hang up on Charzetta straight up because I panicked. I panicked. Okay, but she walked past my room. And so I open up the door. I'm like, Ma, is everything okay? She like, I'm just tired. I'm sick and tired. Like, it's just no way that you're going to play me like a fool. Not in my face. So my mom went downstairs. So I'm standing like by the stairs, like kind of leaned over. So she grabbed him out the chair, right? She said, you want to play with me? So she grabbed him. She bop, bop, bop. She done got another belt, but a thick one. So now Marky, he turned, oh, I don't care. I just want to do, just get. So he said all types of stuff. She said, yeah, I'm going to kill you, all right? Baco. She like, I don't care if my arm is getting ready to tie out. Man, when I say she beat him for 40 days or 40 nights, and I was just sitting there like, what did he do that bad? So she said, you want to know? Huh? You want to know what you did? Marky says, you want to play dumb? Because I know what you did. And I've been asking. It's been hours and hours now. And you still want to play with me. And all you had to do is tell me straight up, and I would have let it go. Right? So my mom, and I would have let it go. Lies. She wouldn't have, she wouldn't have never let it go. Either way. When she said what he did, I could have fell down the stairs. So she said, I asked you, have you been to all your classes? So it dawned on, like, as soon as she said that, it was like, boom. Something just popped in my head. Something just literally popped in my head. So I knew where she was going with it already. And she said, you tell me, yeah. You tell me I let you have it, and I let you do whatever you wanted to do that whole entire day. After you just lied to me. Like if I'm somebody out there on the street. You lied, so you want to do that to me? When I asked you, what if something would have happened to you while you're not going to your class? Where were you? So I'm like, because when I came up there for Rody Doty was at all Rody Doty classes. I couldn't even find you. I just happened to go check. Thank God that I did. And you not even up in there. Where were you going? Where you go? So you're like, me and my friends, we just ditched. Okay, and went where? You ditched the whole period. How long is your period, Mark? So he like, 45 minutes, and you ditched it. You ditched a 45-minute period. Yeah, but I'm up on my grade on that. How you up on your grade when you ditching? It's somewhere that they're gonna take some points away because you're absent, and you're not gonna have a slip to say why you're absent. Do you understand how the way things are set up? Why you out here just doing random stuff? What if something would have happened to you? Bow, bow, bow. She whacking him with the baby like, I'm sorry. Sorry, don't cut it. Sorry, don't cut it. So you know what? Since you want to play with me, you ain't getting in no bed. You ain't touching no phone. You ain't going in your room. You gonna sit right here in this chair. And when I'm tired of seeing you sitting in the chair because I think you're getting comfortable, I'm gonna make you get out the chair. And you're gonna be standing there all night long. And when I say all night, Marky, oh, and he was like on the floor. So she was just like, all night long. So I'm like, she like, don't touch my refrigerator. Don't make a sandwich. Don't make no pizza. Don't make no pizza puff. Don't make nothing in this house. When I cook, or if I want to get you something to eat, I will. Because now I'm going to treat you like a person on the street. So she took it personal. She took it personal, right? So my mama looking at me, she say, and you try me, you will be next. And she walked off, back door now opening. So I go downstairs, I'm like, Marky, bro, I can't stay up, man, I promise you. I can't stay. I'm like, hey, it's okay. I'm like, look, if you get hungry, you know, I'll make you something to eat. He like, I'm like, at least you're not taking your stuff away. He crying bad. He not even responding to me. I'm like, look, I'm gonna go in my room, okay? I'm like, are you thirsty? He like, no. So he just like saying no, and he's crying. I goes upstairs, boom. I'm getting my time progressed. I'm getting myself together. Why I'm getting my mom? No, I'm getting myself together. So as I'm getting myself together, she say, let's go right now, Rody Dody. I don't have all day. So I'm like, I'm coming. So boom, I hurry up. I come in my room, take my little fan, boom. I put it in the pocket, right, in the jacket pocket. We sit in the car, right? So I'm like, Mom, we halfway driving. She ain't saying nothing. She just got her music on. So I'm like, Ma, how long Marky in trouble? Is that your business? Now in my mind, no, it's not my business. But when he was getting in trouble, you had me sitting there. So it's kind of like it is, but I ain't gonna say that to her. So I'm like, no, it's not my business. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, don't say nothing. It got nothing to do with you. Stick your nose out this business. It's between me and Mark, right? It's between me and Mark. So boom, I get there at the karate spot. We're practicing. Everything is going good as such. I'm getting better at, you know what I'm saying, at karate. It's overall great. You know, the teacher is letting us know, hey, look, let's get ready because next week is going to be when we start going a couple of places and going against different, different other teams and stuff like that, like as in fighting, showing off different martial arts, which would be cool. Now, I don't know how nobody else fight. I only know how the people up in here fight. So I was like, man, if we run up into somebody good, I don't want to get beat down, but it's still worth a try. I still wanted to try, right? So boom, everything goes great. I get in the car. So my mom like, you want to get something to eat? I'm like, yes. She like, what you want to eat? I'm like, Popeyes, because I knew that was Marky thing too. So boom, she grabbed Caleb some Popeyes because Caleb was left at the house. She grabbed me some Popeyes and she said, Marky can eat something at the house. I'll make him some chicken nuggets or something. So I already knew she was going to play that game. I knew how my mom was. She was the type, oh, I'm mad, so let me try to hurt you, to the core. Let me make you feel uncomfortable. Let me make you feel not one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I already knew. I didn't want no Popeyes. I just did it for Marky. So boom, we pulls up. He see us come in with the Popeyes. He ain't saying nothing. He just sitting there with his head down. He looked. So she like, here, take yours, go in the room, eat, then shower. I'm like, okay. So boom, I had a leg and like a couple of wings or whatever, but I had got one leg. I wasn't really big a fan of the leg, but this was how the way that combo had came. So boom, I'm eating the chicken wing. Boom, I knew he liked it, the leg. I give it to him. I only ate one chicken wing, left the rest in there, the fries and everything. Boom, tied up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying, find a way to get this to him. So I'm like, I know what I can do. So I took the chicken off the bones. So I hear back door now opening. So I shut my door because I had it kind of cracked. I didn't want to shut it that you can hear it, because she'll be like, oh, you shutting it because you heard me coming. What you doing? You being sneaky. So what I did was kind of kindly close it softly. Boom, locked it. So I'm straightening the chicken off the bone, right? And I'm putting the bones to the side, right? Boom, boom. So I'm like, I need like a sandwich bag. So I'm like, okay. So I took all the meat, put it back in the box, close it, put it under my bed. I go to the kitchen. Boom. I go grab a sandwich bag, stuff it in my pocket. I go upstairs. My mama walking past me. I'm like, she like, you ate? I'm like, yeah. She like, hurry up and shower, because you got to get ready, because you got school in the morning. So I'm like, okay. She like, you can't miss no classes. So I'm like, dang, you just mad at everybody. I go in my room. Boom, I grab the chicken out the box, put it in a little sandwich bag, right? So I go downstairs. I'm like, Marky. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Like, what's this? I'm like, it's chicken. He like, chicken? I'm like, it's Popeye's chicken. I'm like, it's your favorite. I just took it off the bone because you ain't gonna have nowhere to throw the bones at, and I don't want you to get caught. So he like, for real? I'm like, yeah, you thirsty? I can grab you one of the little Hawaiian juice. We had the little cart, the small ones. He like, yeah. I'm like, I just come back and check on you after the shower. Just eat the chicken. Like, I want to go in my room, bro, and I'm hungry. Man, thank you. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So he getting ready to open the chicken. I'm walking off, right, coming halfway, like, up the stairs. Mom is coming. Back door now opening. I look at Marky, because I can still see right there. I see that he took the bag and put it, like, in his underwear, because that's all he had. So my mama like, what you doing down here? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, I was just getting me something to drink, and I'm like, now I'm going upstairs. She like, you just came down here. I'm like, yeah, I came down here to get something. She like, yeah, okay, let me find out you being sneaky. She like, shower. When I come back in here, you better been to took a shower already. I'm like, okay.